Hi, this is Tim and Sarah over at Prosper and Prosper, the media arm of Delphic Group. We wanted to do a little something to document what's going on with something that arrived that we were anticipating for some time. We're not one for such luxuries often, but we wanted to do something to celebrate our anniversary. So we saw that there was this Sakura box and the Tokyo Treat. So we took advantage of the premium box because we saw, oh wow, there's some goodies in here that were in the basic box. So not every day we get something like that. It got delayed by what happened in the world, and everything, and it missed months away. With all this stuff that happened in the world, and every all the shipments were delayed by months. So it just arrived today, so we figured we'd do an unboxing with some of the more interesting stuff that we received and to kind of document the enjoyment of it. And so it came with this booklet, and the booklet has some interesting stuff, and it has a nice diagram of the different parks in Japan where you can see the sakura trees. I thought that was cool. And it shows the snack menu of what you get. I thought that was pretty neat. Anime girl on the back, Sarah liked.
I love it.
And so without further ado, we can get into the box. I mean, we already opened it. This isn't really an official thing, but we didn't really open most of the packaging. So they did send some promotional Kit Kats that were not the regular Kit Kats, that were chocolate Kit Kats. But I figured we'd start with these
Beautiful packaging.
Sakura Mochi Kit Kats, which are not easy to get. And for love nor money, you can't get them right now because this was a seasonal thing. And so I figured we'd open them up and enjoy some of them and try them out. And you only get to try things like this like once in a while, once a season.
What the packaging looks like.
I've never had any fancy Kit Kats from Japan before, except for some green tea ones once. So certainly not any Sakura flavored ones.
Japanese writing on the back.
Looks like creamy chocolate. Kit Kats in this country usually are pretty decent chocolate.
Chocolate?
It's delicious stuff. It's a faint aroma. There's definitely a floral flavor to it. Having never been to Japan, I don't really have it encountered with
Sakura mochi flavored, it says.
I've never really had any encounter with like fresh Sakura items. I'm intrigued in general by the idea. I'm intrigued by the idea in general of having like a flower flavor in your food. And it lives up to that element pretty well. It's a little surreal. It's a bit like eating one of those fancy soaps in the fancy bathrooms. And they're a little shaped
Which
like a
we
little...
don't do.
Well, you haven't done it. Anyhow,
you learn something new about your husband every day.
I've never eaten them either, but some people do. Anyhow, yeah, this box is full of goodies that are of all varieties, and there's not just...
you should show the camera.
I did show the camera. So anyhow, we have a variety of items here. Here's one, Tejado caramel corn. It's a Sakura milk flavored. And it's like, these are the things that's why you would go to the trouble of getting the premium one. So you get the goodies.
And let's smell the bag first.
Well, let's open it first. Oh, this does smell incredible.
Wow, it's like Sakura cotton candy.
I'd say one step better than cotton candy for
Definitely
sure.
better than cotton candy, of course.
The fragrance is really nice fragrance.
It's not overpowering like cotton candy.
It's shrimps. And if you've never eaten a shrimp that tastes like a flower before, it's crunchy. The texture is unusual, not in a bad way.
That's delicious.
It's almost like a curved cheesy doodle. They look like shrimp.
It's called Tejado caramel corn.
I mean...
And it does have a caramel taste.
But it has that Sakura aroma. It's a very mild Sakura flavor.
It's very true. And then there's this little cute, like, and you see the little, like, I don't know if it's like a milk carton guy.
Oh, it is hard to see that. Yeah, a little cartoon of the milk carton guy.
And then it looks like the bag is happy.
It does look like the bag is happy. And who could blame the bag?
That's Birdie in the background, by the way.
Because it's
That's
quite
our cat.
delicious. We're not going to open every item today, but we'll open a few.
It's nice to save some treats for later.
This Mr. Onion, well, not everything goes together. I'm trying to open the things that are like why we ordered the box. This Mr. Onion thing was also in the premium pack. Maybe we'll save that aside. You know, these are wasabi cheddar Cheetos. I'm sure are delicious, but
Pretty
I think
self-explanatory.
they might kind of clash with what we're having.
Now that's a cool packaging. Hold that
Pocky.
closer.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's Pocky, Sakura Pocky.
From Japan.
Well, yeah, it's all from Japan, which is really nice.
But it says from Japan on the thing, which is...
And it's not an everyday stuff for us to do this. And, you know, I grew up going to Suncoast at Sarah and getting Pocky at Suncoast. And
note that we didn't know each other back then, but we went to the same store.
That's true. And here, my lady can have the first one.
Thank you.
And the fragrance isn't too exaggerated.
I have a bite from mine.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's always a good pretz. These are very mild. I grew up eating a liberal amount of these Pocky from the Mount Kisco market in Mount Kisco. And there was an Asian market and had all this imported stuff. The Japanese gummy, the Japanese Pocky, in fine variety. I mean, they had a dozen different varieties. The coconut, this kind, the green tea, the dark chocolate. Well, I tried them all because they were cheap at the time. They were like $1.50 a box. So I would buy, you know, every time I went in there, I would spend about $20 and get every flavor of everything. And the mochi ice cream and everything was dirt cheap back then. Yeah, you paid a dear price when you bought it at Suncoast, but it's a very elegant Pocky. To be honest, I'm going to be honest with you. The Sakura flavor was not too exaggerated in that. I would have preferred for it to be a lot more perfumey. The Kit Kats, they're properly Sakura flavored, so much so that it's unusual. It's like eating one of those flavored soaps. It's weird, which is good. I like weird. That's why it works for me.
We both like weird.
We both like weird. Here's another one. Pandero butter cookie.
Here, hold it here.
Not the reason why we bought it. Not the reason why we bought it, but it's a nice little treat. Some weird salty fish snack. It's actually, it has fish on the package. I don't think there's a fish flavor. That's unusual. Little turtle crackers, you know. Little turtle crackers. They look strange. What else do we have? We have some kind of a moon cracker. This is supposedly has salt from Okinawa, which is kind of nice. We might open that. This is fried mochi snacks. You know, I've had fried mochi snacks before. I feel like the texture of mochi is really better when it's fresh and fluffy and spongy. To fry mochi, to me, seems strange, but I've had them before. They're not bad. It's a nice texture. It's a little hard on the teeth, these fried mochi snacks. These are a strange type of fried, they're almost like Andy Capp's fries you'd get in New York.
Funny packaging.
But they're seasoned in a Japanese way that's unusual. We may open those. What else do we have? We have this very unusual marshmallow. It has a name. This marshmallow has a name. Very few marshmallows have a name. It's called Mashro. And Mashro, as you can see, there's a little guy on it. It's a striped little fella. He's a cutie pie. Look at him. Look at Mashro while I show the people the other stuff.
It's very squishy.
It is very squishy. There's also some aji curry fries that we will try. Why not try them?
It's a Mashro guy. I think it's really cute.
And then, you know, this is an unboxing video we can be proud of because ultimately, most of these people do not go into this minute detail. We have a sour soda snack. That might be fun to open. Who knows? We have something they call Mr. Banana, and it looks like a borderline offensive caricature of a banana man. And if you can see, it almost looks like that little black Sambo man. I don't know. I'm not going to try to get anybody in trouble.
Talk about weird. That's really weird.
But it does almost look like some. You know what I like it though? is it's kind of cool. It's tribal in a way that's not too inoffensive. It's almost got something to it. It reminds me of a game I used to play when I was a kid called No One Can Stop Mr. Domino. And I have this game over in my cabinet over here. And it's a fun little game. It has lots of fun little Japanese snacks in the game. And this just reminds me of it. And we'll open this too and try it out. What else do we got? This is some kind of a chocolate nut thing. I mean, the iconography on these packaging is,
we can't read it.
it's
in
enough
Japanese.
to inspire us to see these strange things brought to us from strange locations.
I wish I could read it.
And last but not least, this is a peach nectar drink that has a Sakura aroma added.
No, I'm really excited about that one.
Yeah, I'm excited about this too. So maybe we should save this, or let's open it now.
Let's do it.
Let's crack it open.
I was gonna say maybe we should save it, but
let's give it a whiff. If you ask me, it does have a Sakura flavor. The peaches it's a very strong peach flavor. The Sakura note is almost a bit Play-Doh-y. It's comforting for sure. Yeah, try it out. Give it a whiff first. Smell it before you drink it because the peach flavor is so strong.
It does smell like Play-Doh.
It's got a bit of a Play-Doh thing going on. Yeah, definitely.
That's really strange.
It's strange for sure, but that doesn't mean it's not great. It's actually incredibly good. And I love what these drink companies do in Japan for sure. It's incredible. They just find these unique flavors and they add them to their products, and they do so in a very novel way that I find compelling. So,
wow, I've never smelled anything like that.
Before we try these
Play-Doh.
curry fries or some of these other things, before we do that, because that could be fun. Let's try the marshmallows because the marshmallows are kind of like here's Moshro. So let's open Moshro and see what Moshro could be like.
Where's the cap for this?
The cap for that, you tell me, Sarah, because honestly, you might have to just hold on.
Oh, there it is.
Whoop, found the cap. 1 second.
Thank you.
Moshro. Let's open Moshro up.
It says Fujiya, I think. Fujiya?
It's a very elaborate marshmallow, and one wonders what could be done with such a marshmallow in certain circumstances. It looks almost like certain fun could be had with this marshmallow. Anyhow, let's well, I mean, you get excited by these things. It's twisted in a way. Look, see how the colors are twisted, and it almost reminds me of those pull apart Twizzlers. It's a very mild flavor. It's very mild flavor. It's not exactly Sakura flavored.
Thank you.
And no point in saving a piece of marshmallow for posterity's sake. Well, as marshmallows go, it was a quite delicious one. I feel like strange to individually package it like that, but it's a cute little fella on the package. It was a fun diversion for sure. Let's see what Mr. Banana's like. I've never seen anything like it. It looks to be coated with some kind of waxy chocolate. The aroma is strange. It doesn't smell like one thing or another. It reminds me of those banana nerds that were based off of Gros Michel bananas. There seems to be a marshmallow inside of this waxy chocolate substance. Inside of that, there seems to be some kind of chocolate fudge. It's a strange stack.
That's unusual.
It's unusual, yeah.
I've never had anything like that.
That's a weird one.
Maybe it's what those bananas tasted like. More so.
It really doesn't have much of a banana flavor.
It does actually. I taste
it. It has a Gros Michel. They're using the same flavoring that was artificially what Gros Michel bananas used to taste like before. You can only get them in the Philippines now, really, because the fungus wiped them out. So, what else do we have? We have these strange chips here that have some kind of a strange seasoning. They're called Yamato salty fries. We could try them.
Here, I'll
Let's see.
open those.
You know what? I would rather open the curry. Well, yeah, let's try the Yamato salty fries and see what they're like. The marshmallows behind us. Yamato salty fries.
Well, actually, the birdie's behind us. The birdie's back there.
These are properly delicious.
Hey, birdie.
They've got an unusual structure. They remind me of Andy Cap fries, but Japanese seasoning.
What is this guy in the back doing?
That's Yamato Man. He has a ray gun. He fights for justice.
He'll goot your fries if you let him.
He will goot your fries. He will. Goot, why did you goot my fries? I gooted them, but they were mine. The kind of goot is gooted fries. Doesn't even goot him in the eyes. Gooted there were tears there. If you gooted them, would you even care? Goot him. These fries are delicious. They're much different from the other fries.
What's the other part?
Wink.
No. Do you even love me?
Wink.
Wait.
So they say these are spicy.
These are very delicate.
Yeah, those are delicate. Those
like
Yamato fries, they've got an elegant flavor for sure.
They're very nice.
These curry fries, they're spicy. They're aromatically spicy. They're not exactly overdone. They're
Potato fry.
elegant. Try these curry fries. Those are good. Here, let me have another one.
Delicious. Aji curry.
These are great.
Oh, there he is again.
That's a different one.
Are you sure that's not the same guy?
I'm sure it's
no, no. It's the same guy.
Well, that's Yamato. Okay, it's made by the same company, right?
Right.
But that's Yamato with the ray gun, and that's some kind of samurai version of him. I don't know. So let's see what else do we have. These here.
Oh wow.
This is kind of like a leisurely video. This isn't trying to
Wow.
rush through what we got. Chocolate umabo.
These are amazing.
So these umabo are crunchy corn snacks with chocolatey goodness.
Wow, I've never had anything like this.
Those are really good. I prefer a little bit more curry oomph. If you're going to have something like that and call it curry flavor,
It's pretty good.
I feel like the Japanese
good.
are a fan of elegant, understated purity. And those meet that standard for sure. It's just, for me, I like a bold flavor, and I like things that punch you in the face. And so, those are a little bit subtle for Tim. The aromatic nature of them, the aroma is really strong.
These are delicious.
So this seems to have been smushed a bit in transit, which is fine by Tim. All goes down the same way.
All this stuff tastes insanely fresh.
It does. Well, it's all designed to stay fresh for months. That's why. Just because it's seasonal and things seasonal sell within a month or two.
We might as well be in Japan just having gotten this. It's so fresh.
It's nice. It's nice for sure. Definitely still worth it to visit Japan.
Oh, of course. Trust me, I go
But
tomorrow.
this is a nice vacation if you can't go. I mean, and especially right now. We bought this to celebrate the Sakura blossom of the season. Because
And our love of Japan.
yeah. And if anybody hasn't checked out those videos on Japanology on YouTube, it's really a great resource. And we love them. We both love them. We both.
Especially the episode about Ikiban.
And the Japanese have a very unique relationship with Ikiban. Today we'll be exploring several aspects of it. I'm Peter Barracan. Today on Japanology, we're talking about TokyoTreat. Anyhow, we both love Peter Barracan. He's a national treasure.
He's an amazing documentarian.
He is an amazing documentarian, that Peter Barracan. I might as well
He's a
open up.
gentleman too.
He is a gentleman, and he's got a lot of cool stuff going on. That Peter Burger. Might as well open up these onion snacks as strong as they probably will be. Oh my! I'm glad I opened them last. Now most people won't know the difference, but they're very subtle. They're very potent. It's a very impressive combo. It's got a unique flavor.
What is that thing over there?
We'll take a look at that too, don't worry. Try it now. Now, the closest thing I've ever had to these.
This is very cute, by the way, this packaging.
The closest thing I've ever had to these is Monster Munch's pickled onions. And you can only get those, you can get them in some of those UK grocery stores. It's a very authentic onion flavor. It's very potent. It's not knocking you in the face. It's a very elegant flavor.
Wow.
That's like the best onion snack I've had. It's really good.
Same here.
Golly, I mean,
look at how cute this is.
This is this chocolate thing. You want to wait for that?
Yeah,
because that onion flavor is really strong. Is why. These crackers seem to be a novelty. They've got Okinawan sea salt.
From the beach?
From the beaches of Okinawa, yeah. Why not open them?
Wow.
They're a strange wafer. Oh, wow. Wasn't expecting that. It's like a very fancy...
you want to share that one?
Okay. Here, make a wish.
So we can save that one.
Oh, you get the wish.
Thank you.
It's almost like a fancy rice cake. I'm going to have one more of these onions. The onions are unbelievable. These are really good. Ooh, oh my God. Delicious stuff. Finger looking good. Turtle snacks. Not sure what to expect with these turtle snacks.
Did you show the pamphlet?
Never has there been a more thorough unboxing. They have a gentle sweetness. A lot like my mother-in-law. Maybe I'll save them for her. I think I'll leave them unopened and see if she'll want them. Now, what else do we have? Tararare.
You can finish the rest.
Tararare crackers. Yeah, come in the shape of a little fish. Why not try them, right? Strange shape.
I think we showed you before. That's the nectar.
Try the Tararare.
Such an unusual scent with the Play-Doh likeness. It's not what you would expect.
These Tararare crackers are very unusual. They've been fried. They're sweet. They're almost like a fried zeppoli.
There's
like have you ever been to a carnival? In an Italian carnival, they'll have some fried zeppoli and a Pandoro butter cookie. Why not try it?
I haven't ever had zeppoli.
Well, this is a very similar circumstance.
Fish shaped.
The Pandoro butter cookie. I'm not expecting this butter cookie to be a miracle, but let's see what it does. You know, the Japanese have a penchant for this. They take a simple thing like a butter cookie. Can you imagine? One little butter cookie. We have whole tins of them here. And they took the time to suffer over one butter cookie to put it in one individual wrapper. I guess that's what happens when people are littler. They don't have to go to the trouble of having this giant snack. This is a lovely butter cookie. My God. If you're going to go to the trouble of having one butter cookie, it's one of the best butter cookies I've ever had. They suffered over it. That's why. What else?
Very delicate.
It's a lovely flavor is why.
Here you go.
These fried mochi. You sure, Sarah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We gotta share more of it, yeah.
Thank you.
You don't get a butter cookie like that every day. I'd prefer to mindlessly snack on like a giant tin of butter cookies, but that's because I'm such a glutton. And then we have these fried mochi. Why not try them out of novelty? Try things on camera. You can get fried mochi at the Trader Joe's. Well, let me tell you something. It's not half as good. This is more delicate on your teeth. The micro bubbles where they've been frying this, it leads to a much more delicate bake. It's not going to break your teeth like those ones from Trader Joe's. It's just too dense with the Trader Joe's ones. Anyhow, why not give our opinion on these Cheetos too?
We love Trader Joe's though.
Trader Joe's is great.
They've saved our
Trader Joe's is fantastic. They have great sourcing typically. It's just that those fried mochi nuggets from Trader Joe's are just too hard. And I was like, I have good structure to my teeth, but I want to keep it that way. Those nuggets are really hard.
They saved our legs because they're within walking distance.
It's nice to have a Trader Joe's like 3 blocks away for sure. And
even the Safeway is not that much farther, but they're worth it. They're so much better than Safeway.
One of the cool things about Trader Joe's that you guys might not know is that the oolong tea from Trader Joe's is actually Coca-Cola owns a company called Sokenbicha. And Sokenbicha does all these blended teas that I was privileged enough to be able to go to Mitsuwa in Fort Lee, New Jersey. And they had most of these Japanese supermarkets can't sell like the Pepsi and Coca-Cola brand beverages because of like distributional rights. So it's nice to see a company like TokyoTreat circumvent that a bit. And these the cheese wasabi Cheetos, they're not exactly like the American Cheetos. They're definitely like a crunchy type Cheeto, but the shapes here, they use a different machine for sure.
They look like tempura.
The Japanese have an obsession with corn. It's a novelty to them.
They didn't say it like Peter Berrican.
The truth of it is, the Japanese almost fetishize corn because it's exotic to them. These Cheetos, that's what they do. They do small packaging, they do small amounts, and they suffer over what they put inside. These are like the best Cheetos I've ever had. There is a difference. It's great to see what the difference is with actual authentic Japanese snacks. It's not something I get every day. And truth be told, the price we paid, if you were going to 7-Eleven in America and buy this many snacks, it would cost you $30. So
no
really,
joke.
There was no premium paid here. It was a good value. It took longer than it should have taken because of all this. All the shipments were delayed by months. Here, probably a nice and generous amount of the Cheetos.
These I like.
They're very nice. They're gentle on your teeth. They've got a good flavor.
Are these really spicy wasabi?
I have a preternatural resistance to wasabi.
It
doesn't bother
I'm
me.
Being a little bit cautious.
It's milder than your average wasabi peas. Wasabi peas can, if you have a sensitivity to wasabi, it's not that spicy. Anyhow, we have these sour gummies to open yet.
Everybody's different with their reactions.
Yeah, well, I don't have too much of a sensitivity to wasabi, so it's not so spicy for Tim.
It didn't build as much as I thought.
So we have these sour gummies. Might as well try them. Sour cider gummies. And I don't know if you've ever had like the gum, the cola gum, but it's really. I used to get it at H Mart in Elmsford.
Here you go. Here, I'll put this over here. What's the matter, Birdie? What's the matter? She's very talkative. This cat.
It's
You're
delicious.
okay. You just want to be a part of everything, don't you? Understandably.
I'm trying to determine whether or not there's a difference between the brown side of this and the green side. Here. Take a nibble of each side and tell me whether you think there's a difference.
Look at the sunset, by the way.
It's a beautiful sunset out. Yeah, my God,
We get the most amazing sunsets here.
we do get good sunsets here. Yeah. Um, and I mean, it did come with some promotional Kit Kats that were not Sakura flavored,
That's
and
delicious.
they are better than American Kit Kats, but not by much. You know, and if you say, oh, you know, they already have a reputation for kind of using better chocolate in
It's
the Kit
supposed to be
Kats.
like a cola, isn't it?
That is supposed to be a sour cider gummy. And
It tastes like Coca-Cola gummies to me.
it tastes a little bit like a soda gummy. Yeah, it does. My
It's like
goodness,
sour cola.
we've tried nearly everything in this box. And
It tastes like sour cola. That's what it tastes like to me. Wow, look at it now.
this is delicious. The deliciousness of this is largely caused by the peach flavor, not the Sakura. Not the Sakura flavor. The Sakura flavor is very mild. It tastes like it tastes like drinkable peach cobbler. It's really delicious.
I like this.
The sour gummy, that's good. Yeah, it's got some moments to it. It almost tastes a bit medicinal to me.
It's actually really good on my stomach, bizarrely. You wouldn't think that like something
Try-
like this would be.
Try this this corn chocolate.
This is actually really good on my stomach, bizarrely.
This is like the only thing you haven't tried yet. That's why I'm offering it to you.
What is
It's
it?
chocolate and corn crisp. It's an unusual manufacturing process there, you know.
Well, I like the Sakura flavor in this.
There's Sakura flavor in that?
I can tell there is. Yeah.
I don't think there is Sakura flavor in that. One second. And with that, I think we've tried everything in this
Where's the
box
package
pretty
for
much.
this? Because it does taste very Sakura-y to me.
Okay, well, the packaging for that is not around here.
That's okay.
What I can tell you is I can read through this package here,
Mhm.
and it was the chocolate umebo, and so it had nothing to do with Sakura Sarah. It was one of the few things it didn't.
Maybe it's just because it's a very delicate chocolate
It's
flavor.
probably because you drank some of the Sakura drink before and had a blast of it in your mouth still.
That's probably true.
On that note, this is practically the only thing we haven't opened is the turtle crackers, which we're saving for saving
That's
for
fine.
her mom. And we really did enjoy this. This was a great time, and I can recommend if you. The only it's hard enough out there in this world. What I'll say is, if Tokyo Treats, they're smart enough to tell you what's in the box you're going to get. And then in April, they happened to put together one of the best boxes I've ever seen for one of these Japanese treat companies. So I specifically can say, oh, wow, it was nice to see what they can do with Sakura flavored things. If they have another one, it wouldn't be bad to see one that was like a blue Hawaiian themed or a chestnut themed, or it's like Japanese have a very unique relationship with many different seasons and many different things in this world. And today we'll be exploring several aspects of it. I encourage you to take a look at the Tokyo. The Japanese have a very unique relationship with several seasons, and today we'll be exploring several aspects of them. Anyhow, we hope you enjoyed this video. We hope you enjoy, if you give them a chance, if you see that there's a box there in the season that you like, worth the money. Maybe not every month to month, but if there's a month where you're inspired to see what they have to offer, it won't disappoint you. And here's hoping you have a wonderful weeks ahead, and have a wonderful, happy snackings and happy days. We will send our love.
Yes, we do.
And we had a fun time unboxing this. Have a good one.